our privilege to welcome you all to today's program. We are delighted by your gracious presence and sincerely welcome you to join us.
To formally welcome the gathering, I invite Professor Naveen Chandra, Head of Department of Statistics, to deliver the welcome address.
A very good morning to one and all here. It gives me immense pleasure to extend a warm welcome and cordial welcome to all the distinguished dignitaries and esteemed guests on the dais, resource persons, faculty members from statistics, mathematics, and other departments, my beloved students, participants from other institutions, and non-teaching staffs, media people, PRO, Pondicherry University of the dais. I warmly welcome each one of you to this one-day seminar on official agriculture statistics, methods, challenges, and policy applications, organized by Department of Statistics, Ramanathan School of Mathematical Sciences, Pondicherry University, in association with the National Statistical Systems Training Academy, NSSTA, NCR, New Delhi. As a community of statisticians, we proudly celebrate National Statistics Day every year on 29 June for commemorating the birth anniversary of the eminent statistician and Professor Prashant Chandra Mahanlobis, Padma Vibhushan awardee. This day was officially designated in 2007 by the former Prime Minister and noted economist Dr. Manmohan Singh. Each year it is celebrated with a unique theme designated by the MOSPI, Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. This year, on 29 June 2026, India celebrated the 20th National Statistics Day with the theme Unlocking the Potential of Administrative Data. The prime objective of this seminar is to disseminate knowledge about the how official agricultural statistical system working in our country and impacting in socio and economic growth for the development in nation building. This seminar aims to recognize the significance of statistics in shaping national policy and governance, highlight the role of data in the agricultural economy, governance, and societal development, honor the pioneering contribution of Professor P.C. Mahanlobis to Indian statistical system. At the outset, I express my sincere thanks, sincere gratitude, and warm welcome to Honorable Vice Chancellor of Pondicherry University, Professor P. Prakash Babu Garu, for graciously accepting our invitation to inaugurate one-day seminar and deliver the inaugural address. The department expresses sincere thanks for his encouragement, constant support, and noble guidance to host this seminar in the department. Under this able leadership, our university has achieved A+ grade in NAC and also initiated very significant distinguished lecture series by inviting eminent scholars across the disciplines and many more such initiatives for progressing the university towards greater height. Thank you, sir, for your time and presence here in this event. I warm welcome and sincere thanks to Professor Kirtika, Dean, Ramanathan School of Mathematical Sciences, for her constant encouragement and support in organizing this event and for consenting to deliver the facilitation address. I express a very special welcome to our guest of honor, Dr. Gyan Prakash Singh, Professor and Head, Department of Statistics, Banaras Hindu University. We are deeply grateful to him for accepting our invitation to guest of honor to address the gathering and to deliver a talk as a resource person for this event. Thank you, sir. I would also like to warmly welcome Professor R. Gangai Selvi, Professor of Statistics, Department of Physical Sciences and Information Technology, Agricultural Engineering College and Research Institute, Tamil Nadu Agriculture University, for accepting our invitation in short notice to deliver a talk on the theme of the seminar. Your participation is a great privilege for us. Thank you, madam. I extend my heartfelt thanks to Dr. Jitendra Singh Tomar, Deputy Director General at Faridabad and former head NSSTA Greater Noida under MOSPI for his support in planning of today's event, and the Secretary Government of Puducherry for providing resource persons in consulting with NSSTA. I warmly welcome to Mr. S. Visagan, Statistical Officer, Director of Economics and Statistics, Government of Puducherry, for accepting our invitation and agreeing to deliver a talk on official agricultural statistics in this event. I welcome students along with teachers from Kendriya Vidyalaya Pondicherry University campus for active participation in this event. I welcome Professor R. Vishnuvardhan, Program Coordinator, for celebrating this National Seminar Day and his coordination, planning and continuous efforts in organizing this event. I heartfelt welcome to colleague Dr. Sudesh Pundir and Dr. J. Prabhakar Naik, student event coordinators, for their tireless efforts in organizing poster presentation, quiz competition and essay writing. I also take this opportunity to welcome all my colleagues from our department, sister department and the other department, students and participants from other institutions across the Pondicherry. I am equally confident that this seminar will encourage many of them to pursue careers in government institutions such as Indian Statistical Services, Reserve Bank of India, other statistical bodies, and even the IAS through Indian Public Service Commission. Once again, I thank each and every one of you for your valuable presence and participation in this seminar. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your warm and inspiring welcome. Now I request Professor Vishnuvardhan, Program Coordinator, to brief us on the objectives and the scope of today's event.
Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Prakash Babu Garu, respected Dean, Head of the Department, distinguished guest of honor of today's event, and esteemed faculty members of Statistics and Mathematics and other departments, and my dear students, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning to all. It's my privilege to briefly highlight on the significance of this day, National Statistics Day, that why we are celebrating every year and why in the honor of Professor Prasant Chandra Mahalnabis. He is a Padma Vibhushan awardee and an architect of Indian modern statistical system. He has contributed a lot to the government of India by his pioneering thoughts and visions how to make the planning, particularly second 5-year planning, and his pioneering work in sample survey methodology, official statistics, and evidence-based planning transformed statistics into a powerful tool for national development. One of the finest tributes that I can present here, given by his illustrious student, Professor C.R. Rao, who is also a Padma Vibhushan awardee. In his words, he tributes Professor Mahalnabis that the fame of Mahalnabis as a scientist will rest largely on his contributions to statistics. He viewed statistics, or more generally, the collection of processing and of information, as essential in seeking truth. These words reminds us that statistics is not merely about numbers, it is about discovering truth through reliable evidence. So, as we have evidence-based medicine, the theory or the application that showed by Professor Mahalnabis in the limelight of C.R. Rao and other pioneers says that evidence-based statistics is the order of the day. Along with Professor C.R. Rao, several eminent statisticians such as R.C. Bose, who is renowned in design of experiments, S.N. Roy, pioneer in multivariate analysis, Lahiri, an expert in survey sampling, D. Basu, celebrated for statistical inference, and many other alongside Mahalnabis were there in building the Indian Statistical Institute as well as statistical system into a globally respected center for excellence. So that is the nature of Mahalanobis, where he take people as a team together to flourish the discipline across different disciplines. Professor Mahalanobis' enduring legacy includes the Mahalanobis distance, Mahalanobis model for India's second 5-year plan, the founding of Indian Statistical Institute, and the National Sample Survey, and the development of India's official statistical system. These contributions continue to influence statistics, economics, public policy, artificial intelligence, and data science even today. With all his contributions and other people who I have just mentioned, the Government of India has come out with a recognition to the statistics discipline in the name of Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, and this MOSPI has chosen the theme of National Statistics Day 2026 as Unlocking the Potential of Administrative Data. So with that, connecting to that particular theme, today the one-day seminar is organized. So this theme highlights the immense value of administrative data generated through healthcare, public health, education, agriculture, taxation, and many more. Today's seminar, which is on official agriculture statistics, methods, challenges, and policy applications, is perfectly aligned with the national theme. As students, researchers, and statisticians, let us carry forward the vision of Professor Mahalanobis by transforming data into knowledge, knowledge into evidence, and evidence into better decisions for the nation. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for providing us with an overview of the program. I now invite Professor Kirutika, Dean RSMS, to deliver the felicitation address.
Very good morning to all of you present here. Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Prakash Babu, a distinguished guest of honor, Professor Gyan Prakash Singh, Head Department of Statistics, Professor Naveen Chandra, faculty members and other distinguished invitees, research scholars, and my dear students. It is my honor and privilege to stand before you today to offer felicitation on the occasion of National Statistics Day celebrations. We are here to commemorate the birth anniversary of the legendary Professor Prashanta Chandra Mahalanobis, which falls on 29 June actually, a visionary architect of modern statistics and the pioneer behind India's official statistical system. For us at the Department of Statistics today, it is not just an observance, it is a celebration of the power of numbers. And this year's official theme is Unlocking the Potential of Administrative Data, which is highly relevant to all of us. It underscores the transformative role of utilizing vast administrative data sets from healthcare records to census figures, agriculture statistics, and for policy making and sustainable development. It challenges us to look beyond textbooks and explore how our analytical skills can directly enhance public services, transparency, and effective governance. As India rapidly advances its digital public infrastructure, the vast repositories of administrative data generated by the government departments have become a strategic national asset. Generally, the statistical insights used to rely upon the general periodic sample surveys, but today the administrative data allows us to bridge the gap between policy implementation and citizen impact and offering a real-time information that is both cost-effective and highly precise. Let us continue to harness the power of data, not just as numbers on a dashboard, but as a driving force for inclusive growth and development. Let us use this occasion to renew our commitment to statistical integrity, innovation, and utilizing data for the greater good of the society. I wish you all a highly engaging, thought-provoking, and inspiring National Statistics Day celebration 2026. I also want to congratulate the Department of Statistics for organizing a national seminar on account of this National Statistics Day celebrations. I wish the event a great success. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, ma'am, for your encouraging words. We now request Dean ma'am and HOD sir to felicitate our Honorable VC with shawl, memento, and a sapling.
Very good morning, all of you. Respected guests on the dais, Professor Gnan Prakash Singh, Professor and Head, Department of Statistics, Banaras Hindu University. Dean Professor Kritika, Head of the Department, Professor Naveen Chandra, Professor Vishnuvardhan, Dr. Suresh, other colleagues sitting here, and also the scholars, students of this department and the school, and most importantly the Kendriya Vidyalaya school students of this university and the media people. It's my great pleasure to be here to associate with this 20th National Statistics Day celebrated in honor of Professor Prashanta Chandra Mahalanobis, one of the greatest Indian statistician. As this year is mentioned as the theme as the official agricultural statistics is a highly relevant as India is moving towards the Viksit Bharat 2047, where data-driven governance will be a central one. As a rich tribute to the Professor Mahalanobis, the founder of the Indian Statistics Institute, and also the creator of the globally renowned Mahalanobis distance, still widely used statisticals, artificial intelligence, economics, medicine, and the data science. Instrumental in establishing the National Sample Survey (NSS), which transformed the evidence-based policy making in India. Played a major role in India's second five-year plan by integrating the statistical thinking into the national planning. He quotes that, one of his words of this Mahalanobis, statistics is the language through which nations understand themselves. Once again, the statistics is the language through which nations understand themselves. This is adopted from the reflection of this Mahalanobis philosophy. Why the agriculture statistics at this juncture? Agriculture is still the backbone of the country, even today. Supports the food security, provides the livelihood for the many people in the country, and also drives the rural development. A complete the country of the rural development is based on the agriculture even today. It emphasizes that the good agricultural policy begins with the good data. And you say to estimate the crop production, forecasting the food availability, managing the droughts and the floods, planning, procurement, and the storage. These are all based on the statistical survey, without which this is not possible. Designing farmer welfare schemes, ensuring price stability, and mention that every numbers collected from the field eventually influences the decision affecting millions of the farmers. This emerging as the challenge for the modern methods. Remote sensing and satellite imagery is one of the important crucial data-driven or data collecting one. Geographic information systems, GIS, drones and the crops assessment, artificial intelligence and the machine learning, and mobile-based field surveys and the big data analysis. The challenges are the climate change causing the unpredictable crop patterns. Nowadays, as you know, the climate has been changed because of the global warming, because this has become a really threat to the farming community in the country. As you know, this is the rainy season throughout the country, but the rains disappear. So these are all the actually reasons for the climatic change. And small and fragmented land ownerships, timely and the accurate data collection is important. Integration of the multiple database, it ensures the transparency, quality, and the reliability. The data is valuable only when it is accurate, timely, and transformed into meaningful policy. So how the statistics and the public policy is linked to this? So this is the PM Kishan and the other farmer support programs are linked to the statistics. Crop insurance, minimum support price, MSP decisions, food corporation procurement, precision agriculture, sustainable water management, achievement of the sustainable development goals. These are all the linked to the statistics. Evidence-based policy making is possible without it's only with the statistical data. Is replacing the assumption-based policy making. So earlier we used to have the assumption we make a policy, but now because of the data available, statistical data is available with which you can have the evidence-based decision making. So now there all the school children are here. Mathematics and statistics are the just classroom subjects. Agree? So how many are interested in maths and statistics here? KV students. Right? Actually, as I said earlier also I told this one, I was really very much afraid of the mathematics. That's why I landed in the biology. But later I came to know, if you take the biology, mathematics cannot be separated. You have to do mathematics even in this biology also. So the statistical significance is one of the important component, whatever you do. Whatever the research when you do, or in the statistics, sampling is the one, when you collect the samples, in the biological samples also, you should have the number of samples which are required, essential, which are having the statistical significance. Today what we are using all the drugs, without statistics, drugs are not out. So that's how it plays a very crucial role in the day-to-day life. They help solve the real life problems in agriculture, healthcare, environment, sports and the business. So encourage curiosity and the analytical thinking of the students, which is very much essential. So to the senior students, statistics today is the heart of the artificial intelligence, data science, public health, economics, climate science, biotechnology, and the agriculture. These are all part and parcel of the statistics. So without which these subjects have no value because evidence is required. India needs statisticians who contribute, combined with the mathematical excellence, with the ethical responsibility. When you do the ethical research is the one which statistics plays a crucial role in the ethical research. When you are, for example, I will tell you, if you are doing a drug designing or drug discovery or drug testing, you have to use the number of preclinical studies for the number of animals. You have to use rats or rabbits or whatever, monkeys. So you have to use the minimum number of animals, not maximum. So that is being dictated by the statistics. So you can see the biology, how the statistics is integrated, mathematics is integrated. You have to encourage the interdisciplinary research. So all the mathematics students, so mathematics is the one major component. It's like if you take this a backbone of the science, in fact. So this backbone, without this backbone, no subject can be integrated. So mathematics we should have the integrated subjects, integrating statistics with agriculture, environmental science, economics, and the artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is no way without the statistics. Now, what is the role of the universities here? To promote the interdisciplinary research, strengthen collaboration with government agencies, encourage students to work with real data science, build expertise in AI-driven statistical methods, contribute evidence for better policy making aligned with the NEP 2020 and the Viksit Bharat 2047. So with my conclusions that let us pay the tributes to once again Professor Mahalanobis, whose vision continues to guide India's development, encourage every student to remember that every statistic represents a human story. Every data set represents a community, and every analysis should ultimately improve the lives of the humans. Let us celebrate National Statistics Day by reaffirming our commitment to the scientific temper, evidence-based decision-making, and innovative research that strengthens the Indian agriculture and contributes to the vision of the Indian development in 2047. It will become a Viksit Bharat 2047. It's a developed India with which the statisticians plays a very crucial and important role. With this, I wish the this function or this workshop or the conference will be really useful for the department. I congratulate the dean and the head and other faculty members of the department for taking such a kind of initiative, and especially inviting our KV students, which are actually, these are the feeder people for us. So now the people are actually, not many people are actually encourages. So unless we encourage the students at this level itself, so we'll not be. So it's a very good idea to expose the students of this 11th and 12th standard, so that you will understand the beauty of the statistics and you will take up this as the career and a future career for you people. And I wish you people are interested to about mathematics. So I'm telling you once again, mathematics and statistics are inseparable in any subject. Whatever the subject you take, these are, so learn mathematics. If you learn mathematics, you will be good at everything. So don't forget that. So I wish you all best of luck and thank you for inviting me.
Thank you, sir, for your motivating and thought-provoking speech. I would now request our distinguished guest of honor, Dr. Gyan Prakash Singh, Professor and Head of Department of Statistics, Banaras Hindu University, to address the gathering.
Respected Professor P. Prakash Babu, the Honorable Vice Chancellor of Pondicherry University, and luckily I came to know that he is associated with my university also under certain roles. The Dean, faculty, I think it is a School of Science. Acha, Dean School of Mathematical Sciences, Professor Kritika ma'am. The Head Department of Statistics, Professor Naveen. Dr. Sudesh Pundir, Dr. Naveen Vishnu Vardhanji, esteemed faculty members of the department who are sitting on the off the dais, guests from the state government or NSSO representative, students of this department, as well as our new materials for the statistics, like the students of KV. It was very good idea from the university side to call these peoples, because when the student come to UG admission, they don't know what is this statistics. They have just read some mean median mode and they know this is statistics. So they know what is mathematics in advance at the time of admission. They don't know what is statistics at the time of admission. And I have observed that when they take admission in the undergraduate courses, and they get feedback from those colleagues, students who are studying statistics, then they feel, why not I opted this one? And in my university, you can't believe, when we provide chance of flipping, a section goes to statistics, a section of physics, a section of mathematics wants to migrate to the statistics. So this awareness program for you people is really very much, you will learn why we read statistics. Anyway, my motive is to say something on the Professor Mahalnavi sir. It's my privilege today to speak on his contributions. So many contributions have already been discussed and placed towards the audience by our esteemed speakers, and a nice lecture of our Honorable Vice Chancellor in that field. I have been working on the theme of Professor Mahalnavis. So, in the field, not in the theoretical market. So I know what he has contributed for the society, for the country. Every government wants to need how much fertilizer I have to send to which destination at the time of sowing. And if you are sending fertilizer as an administrator in absurd manner or in subjective manner without knowing what area sown is going to come in that area, it will be loss of nations. Mahalanobis provided this sampling technique plan for this purpose. So the Mahalanobis was the person who thought about this one. Why we are doing so much mathematics? Why not we are using that mathematics for the real life of individuals, for the real situation of the country? Then he thought and developed this sampling strategy. What the people were saying. He designed how to know in advance what is going to be happened. How can we predict on the basis of whatever we have some information? He planned certain schemes, and among those schemes, one was survey sampling, another was formation of National Sample Survey Organization, and followed by an institute called Indian Statistical Institute, which is the prestigious center for the statistics. People desire, the excellent students always want to study at that center, Indian Statistical Center. And a few are lucky for that one. So he did like that. He provided the methodology. If I am asking you something, I am collecting the data. But whether I was intended to ask you, if you develop a methodology that whatever I want to know you from whom I select, then it is the scientific method of collection of the data. Everyone collect the data. But if you collect the data scientifically, then it has some meaning. It can predict future. It can provide you more knowledge about the data in hand. So data is crucial. So the data collection is crucial, and Mahalanobis emphasized on that one. If you want to know how much yield is going to happen from a field, you can make eye estimate. You can make subjective belief of some people by seeing the crop situation. He told no. Develop a mechanism. You go in that field, go to the particular coordinate, and that coordinate prepare an area of in triangular shape by defined rule and harvest the crop under that triangle and then take the weight of production. That area may be the low fertile area of that plot, no problem. But do scientifically. So this was the contribution of the Mahalanobis for that one. For real life, for data analysts, for theoreticians, the Mahalanobis concept was the distance concept. Though for these children that is not feasible to understand. So when he brought together the concept of D square. It changed drastically the thinking of people. How a point is far from a point. How a coordinate is far from a coordinate, or how a set of vectors are far from coordinate vectors. Earlier, we were doing point to point distance. He thought that if the vectors are correlated, then you have to think differently the distance. You were bifurcating the crop, that this crop is better than this crop on certain other techniques. By the D square, he told, you see the bifurcation by this way. Which crop is better, which crop variety is better than the other one. You don't see a simple distance. He advocated another method that is called, and famous for the name of his, Mahalanobis D square. It was his mathematical concept, mathematical development. So, a lot of achievements are there from his side, and still we are using the same. What it says, till the time कोई पैदा नहीं हुआ. To change his methodology, his philosophy, his concepts. So we are going on that. We hope that our future generation will think about that one, will modify. Modifications are so many, but they are not populated. They are not validated. They are not so well approved by the agencies. So many estimators we are defining. Every day we are defining the estimators for that one, every research, every paper. But it become part of that publication only. It do not come on the ground. Mahalanobis bring all his concepts on ground and applied. For most of the students, Professor Mahalanobis was a person of physics. He was master in physics. He diverted himself in the field of statistics and became father of statistics in India. So I remember him on this day, and I hope our students will be benefited by 2 days organization of this lecture on official statistics, which is more or less concept of Professor Mahalanobis. And it started from the second 5-year plan. So thank you all for listening me and calling me here.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable insights and inspiring address. To express our gratitude to everyone who contributed to today's inaugural session, I invite Dr. Sudesh Pundir to propose the vote of thanks.
Good morning, everyone. Honorable Vice Chancellor, respected Dean, Head of the Department of Statistics, distinguished guests of honor, esteemed faculty members, dear students, ladies and gentlemen. It is my privilege to propose a vote of thanks on the occasion of 20th National Statistics Day celebrations organized by the Department of Statistics, Pondicherry University. On behalf of the department, I express our sincere gratitude to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor P. Prakash Babu, for graciously inaugurating today's seminar and for his inspiring address. We are equally thankful to our Dean, Professor Kirutika, for her constant encouragement and support. Our heartfelt thanks to our distinguished guests of honor, Professor Gyan Prakash Singh from Banaras Hindu University, for sharing his valuable knowledge and insights. Once again, I extend my heartfelt thanks to everyone who contributed to the success of this program. Thank you all. Jai Hind.